Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. And by back to my channel, I mean welcome for the first time, since this is my first video. Today we are starting a new Animal Crossing challenge. This is the ACNH Hard Mode challenge that was created by NintenTalk here on YouTube. And here are the rules. But I'll leave NintenTalk's channel and video of the challenge in the description box below. As you can see, there are a lot of rules. We have a main set of rules that should be followed all the time, and then a daily checklist of items that we need to complete each and every day. This challenge is basically forcing everyone to play the game as intended, so minimal time traveling, no Nookazon or treasure islands. One thing I like about this challenge is that it's bringing the Animal Crossing community back together. There are Sunday markets where you can visit each other's islands, but we'll get to that in another video. But in order to start this challenge, we need a brand new island. So here we are chatting with good old Timmy and Tommy, creating a new island. And this is where we come across rule number 1. You can only re-roll your island one time. And if you do decide to re-roll, there is a punishment that comes along with that. Without re-rolling, you have to gift one of your starting villagers to the point where they give you their picture. But if you re-roll, you need to get both starting villager pictures before they're allowed to leave your island. I've actually never tried to get a villager's picture before, so I have no idea how difficult this is. So I'm hoping for a good island map and starters who aren't horrible, so we don't have to take the chances and re-roll our island. Now we get to pick our map, and I'm surprised because all 4 options are pretty good. But the island in the bottom right corner was calling my name. I love how far back the plaza is from the airport, and this is actually the same map as my first island ever, Pebble. Also, having an island with a plaza far from the airport gives us more opportunities for designing and decorating our entrance. Now it's time to head over to our island for the first time. Here's our flyover. We got apples for our starter fruit, which is completely fine with me. In hard mode, there is a rule where you can only harvest and sell from 9 fruit trees, so I'll probably get my sister fruit anyways. But this is where the drama begins, our 2 starter villagers. And guys, I couldn't be happier. We got Agnes and Rolled. I love Agnes and have always wanted her on an island, but I've never had the chance. And of course, Rolled is the cutest penguin villager. I mean, look at his giant eyes. He is adorable. After landing, it's time for everyone to head over to the plaza for our normal introductions, and of course to meet the infamous Mr. Tom Nook himself. After meeting everyone, we then get to pick our own spots for our new home. I placed my tent right on the beach, so it's nice and out of the way for future decorating. Now this is where our next rule comes in. Our starter villagers get to pick the spots for their own homes, and we aren't allowed to move them until we're allowed to gift the villagers. Here's Rolled picking his spot. Honestly, not too bad. It could be worse, and he could have picked right in front of the entrance. Typically when I create an island, I try to put all the homes and shops on the beach, so I don't have to move them back and forth when I'm trying to decorate. They're just out of the way. Agnes also got to pick her spot, which is on the left side closer to the pond. Again, not a horrible job. After everyone found spots for their new homes, we headed back to the plaza. Tom Nook then decided it was a great idea to assign me, the only human, all of the manual labor. I ran around the island to collect 10 tree branches. I also collected the 6 apples while I was on the way because I know Tom Nook will ask for these later. And Tom Nook thought I was an absolute genius for collecting apples already without him having to ask. After working my hands to the bone, finding supplies for the island, it's time for everyone to gather around the fire for a celebration. But this is where one of the biggest rules comes into play. We have to pick an island name from an island name generator. This is crazy for me because I usually like to match my island name to my theme, but in this case, we have to let hard mode decide our fate. I'll have the island name generator that I used linked in the description box below. But after several rerolls, and I do mean several rerolls, I finally found a name I liked. There were a few others, such as Fennel and Venus, that came really close, but ultimately I picked another name. I finally decided on the name Ember. I liked how it kind of matched our orange airport, and it also reminds me of a book I read when I was growing up, The City of Ember. Tom Nook then decides to ask everyone for island name suggestions. The Nooklings and the villagers give their ideas, but in the end, everyone agrees on the island name Ember. And my ability to pick an island name crowned me the resident representative of the island. After a day of hard work in celebrating our new home, the island of Ember, it was time for me to head back to my tent. I put out all my belongings, including my camping cot, and I decided it would be a good time to end the day. And with that came the ending of day 0 of the hard mode challenge. Now we can lay down and have KK Slider sing us to sleep. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to give the video a like, comment, and to subscribe to my channel. If you watched to the end, let me know if you're also doing the hard mode challenge. Bye everyone!